Hey, there we are, Brunch with Brian. And today it is it's a National Loosen Up and Lighten Up Day. Okay, I like that. That's to me, I tend to. It's also International Girls Day. We love girls. We have a girl of our own who's not quite a girl anymore. But loosen up, lighten up is it's something that we all should focus on once in a while. Now, I have this. I have a little sign here that I like to try. I have, and I try to remember it. It's not always easy to remember it. Life is too short to be serious all the time, right? Now, I tend to be a serious thinker. I'm kind of a thinker brain, as we say. Lynette's more of an action taker. So if you want to look at yourself on a spectrum, not the autism spectrum, but on the spectrum of thinker brain and action brain. So somebody who doesn't think at all and just takes action and just runs around like a chicken with their head cut off, that would be on this end of the spectrum. And then over on this end of the spectrum, you've got people who are stuck in paralysis of analysis and they think too much. They overthink everything. They don't make enough decisions. They don't take enough action. Okay, so where are you in the spectrum? Are you over on the taking action side or the thinker side? Okay, now I would say I'm probably, actually, I feel like I'm pretty good at taking action, but I also think things through and plan things, and I probably spend too much time in the planning stage and not enough in the taking action. So I'm more of a thinker brain, and sometimes us thinker brains can get caught up in different ways of thinking about your life and get serious. Don't. And then one of my favorite quotes is actually from the Joker. I got this little Joker man, and I have to remember, why so serious? Okay, that's one of my favorite lines from Heath Ledger. Sadly, is no longer with us. Why so serious? So I try to not be too serious. I try to lighten it up. Now, that's when I talk about role control. So again, I'm hoping to be done with this role control system for real estate investing pretty soon, and I'm just putting it all together right now. And so role control is a way to think about the different roles that you play in your life. Now, sometimes, and maybe some of the best times in your life, you had them in a role that was having fun. You were out on a boat with your friends, catching fish and laughing and having a beer. Okay, so what role were you in? You were in fun friend role, or loving mom and dad role, or grateful son and daughter role, son or daughter role. So what was that role? When you think of some of the most wonderful times in your life, I call them vacation me. You're a different person on vacation. When you're off on vacation, your goals are different, your plans are different, your thoughts are different. So you're a different person. Sometimes, hopefully, now sometimes a lot of us carry our serious self with us on vacation, and we can't snap out of it. We actually went on a cruise to Italy with some folks, and one of the guys with us, he's got a very successful business. He makes millions of dollars a year, but boy, he couldn't snap out of it. He couldn't snap out of the work mode role. I'm a driving businessman role. Okay, so sometimes you got to be able to snap out of these roles when you get so serious. Okay, so I do want you to have a serious, successful home investor role. So that is why we say I am a real estate winner. So you got to have that real estate winner role, and you can define that as someone who's helping people, who understands this business, who has gotten training, and who is following a proven path and proven systems and scripts. To me, and who's making money at this business and helping people. So to me, that's a real estate winner. Now, maybe you've accomplished some of that, and maybe you've done some deals, but I want to scale it up. If you haven't done any deals yet, then this is the time, because the market conditions are great. But now, see, I got all serious again. So it's very hard for me to not sort of get serious. It's kind of my natural default way to think. Now, Lynette, she's gotten more like me, and you know, when your kids find somebody, you say, "Do you want to be more like that person?" Because the more you hang around that person, the more you sort of acquire some of their personality and habits. And so I am very lucky I married Lynette. If I had married a person who was a thinker brain like me, I would have just gone way too thinker brainy. But Lynette is so good at taking action that she's been a great compliment to me, and she helps me get into that action taker role. So you all have that action taker role. You also all have a fun me role. Okay, now how often do you access that fun, good sense of humor me? Now, sometimes, like I said, we get so serious. Maybe a couple days go by, we're not really laughing it up. At least, hopefully, have somebody that you can watch a funny movie with or something where you can laugh it up. You know, not take things so seriously. It's easy to take things seriously, then too seriously. I know. I do it all the time, and so that's why I specifically try to snap out of that too serious role and get into that having fun role as often as I can. So I want you to pick a time. That's the assignment for today. Pick a time when you can really get into that role of just fun me. And that's why people like vacations, because they get into that fun me role without all that workaday troubles hanging over their head. So let's try to do this more often, though. Let's try to, tell some jokes. I used to try to tell jokes on Brunch with Brian, but that's not really what this is. So, but go find some jokes. Cheer up. Have a great time. Be cheerful in your life. And sometimes you can just snap into a role by saying it. I am cheerful me. I am cheerful, happy me. Okay, why don't we do that as our affirmation? Remember, it's Lighten Up and Loosen Up Day. So cheerful and jovial, joyful. Let's say cheerful and joyful. I am cheerful and joyful me. So we're owning this role. We're recognizing that that's a role that we can step into. And everything in the world tries to pull us out of that. Okay, if you want to be walking around cheerful, happy me, is that your choice? Well, up to a certain point, but you know what? To live in the world, you have to make money. So can you be cheerful, happy me while you're doing whatever you're doing to make money? And that's the challenge in this life. And so that's why, real estate investing, generally, there's nothing too distasteful about it. You're helping people. You're making good money. It's not crack the whip slave, driving thing. You don't have to work that many hours when you figure it out. 10 or 20 hours a week when you can get it figured out. Maybe not even that much, really, once you have it automated. And depending on how far you want to take it. Some people want to take it a long way. So start thinking. Now I got all serious again, of course. So be able to choose that role, though. Choose that role of cheerful, happy me at any time. And just how do you do that? Well, you use a role definition chart. And I have one that says happy Brian at the top, happy me. And it says all my traits that I should be focused on, my skill sets, my habits, what I should wear, stuff like that to get into that role. Okay, don't always have to make a costume change, but you can snap into these other roles just by thinking about them sometimes, and for sure by reading your role definition chart. So if I say, let's all say, I am cheerful, happy me. That's our affirmation for today. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. I am cheerful, happy me. I am cheerful, happy me. I am cheerful, happy me. Yes. Awesome. So guys, I feel when you say that, now you got to smile when you're saying it and really commit to it. Let's use that today. That's the assignment for today. Use that. Try to think of times you can be more cheerful and more happy, and maybe even tell a joke. Have a good sense of humor. So that's the goal for today, since it's loosen up and lighten up day today. So take advantage of that. I always have to kind of, think about it. It's not my natural default way of thinking, so that's why it takes a little effort sometimes for some of us. So let's put in that extra effort and be a more cheerful, happy person. What are you going to remember 10 years from now? Being a grump and working on stuff, or having a happy, cheerful life and spreading that in your family and to your friends. So you are cheerful and happy. Now let's do our deep breathing. Nice deep breath, always with a smile. Oh, you want to get in on the, come here, baby. You want to get in on the deep breathing? Oh. Willow. There's our big girl. She's so big. Another deep breath in. Now that's one thing why dogs are good. Dogs can get you into that role instantly, can get you into a cheerful, happy role, can't they? Yes. See, when she comes in and says, hello, hello, baby, hello, hello, she puts me in a happy mode. Okay, another deep breath in. Hold it. And let it go. All right, that was a good one. Really good today, guys. Great job. Let's have a great day. And remember, next Friday, gosh, it's only 4 days away. Taking Action Workshop, Friday, it's at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So you got to get signed up for that. Go sign up at homeinvestingacademy.com for just $1, and you'll get some free files and stuff, some really cool, useful things. And so I want to see you there. Hey, everybody. Isabel, good to see you. Missed you a couple times there. Christy, Caleb, Doris, awesome. Robert, and everybody, great to see you all. So let's be cheerful today. Be extra happy. Okay, lighten up and loosen up. Tell a joke today. Let's focus on having a good, great day and a cheerful day today. So until I see you tomorrow, keep expecting success, having fun and being cheerful, okay, and getting the best training, and as always, taking action.